you've got a ton of tips before this that are more general. Now it's time to get into some very specific tips that'll help you, especially with a website, to rank a website higher. One of the very best strategies I've ever found to get a higher search engine ranking is to get the very best web host. One of the most frustrating things that came up for me in the first several years of working online was getting website hosts that could not instantly scale. Most of the website hosts you're going to get for cheap have almost no scalability. If you do go viral one day, your website will crash and you will miss 95% of the potential traffic you worked so hard to get. I have a friend who's an entrepreneur. He was on that cheap website hosting. His article went viral, and then guess what? His website host crashed. Then people report the link to Facebook because the website host crashed. His post gets removed from Facebook right when it was starting to go viral and getting amazing traction. He missed probably 99% of the potential traffic to his website he could have gotten. That happens to almost every entrepreneur I know because most entrepreneurs go cheap with the web hosting or go with a web hosting that doesn't have built-in scalability that they got sold on by some affiliate program that doesn't actually give you the best deal. I tried several of the popular website hosts, and every time the better my website traffic got, the worse my website hosting got. And then they would give me some ridiculously expensive option like a dedicated server that would cost hundreds of dollars a month. And then what happens if my web traffic goes down for a while? Now I've got this dedicated server that no one's using, and still, even with the dedicated server, if you drop 1 million views in one day, you'll crash the dedicated server. You need that instantly scalable web host so that you're ready for that viral traffic you've been searching for, that you've been hoping for, that you've been praying for. Now, what website host do I use? Let me tell you how I found this website host first. The website host I found, I searched for Google Cloud Managed WordPress Hosting because I used to use Google Sites, was one of the website hosts I used. Google Sites was the fastest and most scalable web host at the best cost that I had previously used. The problem was the content management system, in other words, the ability to edit posts and put things on the website, was terrible because it was all built from Google. You couldn't use hardly any WordPress things from it. It didn't integrate well with almost anything. And I ended up switching to WordPress, in which case I got into all these garbage shared servers. Then I tried a dedicated server. Then I did a virtual private server, and they all had one big problem or another related to scalability. They couldn't handle big ups and downs in web traffic. Therefore, I searched for, where can I get Google Cloud quality hosting? In other words, my website is hosted on the Google Cloud infrastructure, the same infrastructure that hosts Google. And then where can I get a company who will essentially just put my WordPress install on the Google Cloud? Because if you're technical in things like Linux or Python, I'm not even sure what it is, you can put your own WordPress website directly on the Google Cloud. You can put it on Amazon Web Services. I know a lot of the big websites are hosted with Amazon Web Services because of that scalability. So I searched, I said, where can I get my website easily on one of these cloud services? I found a website host that uses the Google Cloud platform with WordPress, where I could take my WordPress website, which is my favorite content management system, over onto this host, which would then put that onto the Google Cloud platform, which gives me instant scalability. My website can handle 100 million people can come through my website in one day. It will not crash. It might cost a fortune, but it will not crash. All I need to do if 100 million people come through my website in one day is pay the bill. I need to pay the bill for the bandwidth and the data those people used on the Google Cloud infrastructure. That's what you want because you get the ultimate in speed. The Google Cloud infrastructure is just as fast as Google. It wrecks. And one of the subtle things you learn after you've been doing SEO for a while is you learn one of the ranking factors Google uses that's not very obvious. It's over in your how your site crawls. So if you go over to the crawl, you need to go over and see how fast your link is. So I'm not even sure where this is in the new Google interface. I need the old interface actually. There's a crawl stats thing. There's a crawl stats data where it shows you how fast your website is getting crawled. And here we go. Go to the old version. The faster your website crawls, that is a ranking signal to Google. Here we go. I got this in the old version. It's under crawl stats on the old search console. This is one of those little tiny ranking factors that most website hosts aren't aware of until it's a problem. From Google's point of view, the time spent downloading a page is a good indication of how fast the website is. What I found on every other web host I used is a slow page downloading crawl. The last garbage host I was on actually got up to 1+ second to crawl a page. That's a signal to Google of a not good user experience. That's a good way for people to click. The page doesn't load and they click out. You need a web host that provides extremely high quality delivery globally to any amount of users wherever they're at in the world. And the easiest way to see this is the crawl stats. And this you can be seen in the average ping, the latency. You want this page load time to be low. You can see my average is 122, the highest 366, the lowest 27. Most days the page load time is very fast, and you want that. That is a huge ranking factor both directly and in user experience, and that is directly related to your website host. If you have a slow website host, your traffic starts going up. What happened, I switched to a virtual private server on a new website host, and at first the page crawl time was good, and then it went up and up and up as I got more traffic. And then I was looking at either having to get a dedicated server. But the problem is, even with a dedicated server, the page load time, the traffic, it will continue to go up. If your traffic goes up and up, your page load time will still keep going up and up, even on a dedicated server. I've said all of that to give you the essentials of what you need to know about a web host, because I want you to have the best user experience. That's what's first. Now, secondary, if you want to use and research and try the exact same host I use, because you use my website, you know it works for me. If you want to do that, will you please go to jerrybanfield.com/resources and use my exact link to sign up for the same web hosting I have, because you will feel good about helping me. I've signed up through my friends' affiliate programs. I love helping my friends earn affiliate commissions on things I would use anyway. I've told you 8 minutes before this, so you can see my primary motivation is for you to have a great web host and for you to get the best results. And if you want to help me, and you go to the resources page on my website and you click on website hosting, then you will see the exact web host I'm using. The exact web host I'm using is Kinsta, because of exactly what I said, the features. Google Cloud Platform, that's why I'm using Kinsta, ultimate speed, Google Cloud Platform, free migrations, fully managed. Our clients love us because we never settle. Kinsta is outstanding. You can see some of the huge clients working with Kinsta already. You can start for as little as $30 a month. And the nice thing is it's instantly scalable. If you go viral, all you need to do is pay a bigger bill. And I'm on the $100 a month plan. And some months I've went over my bandwidth and my 100,000 visits. And guess what? I just need to pay a little bit extra. I can stay on that $100 a month plan because most months I consistently use more than the Pro. And you've got a free SSL with it also. You've got plenty of space on it. You might want to cheap out on the web hosting and say, Jerry, come on, I can get a server from this company for $300 for 2 years. Yes. Why do you want to cheap out on one of the most important things for your website? If you're going to spend money and you got a website, the web hosting is the foundation. You go and pay for that cheap website host like I did. The amount of frustration you have, the amount of money you waste trying to work with a better web host, the amount of money you waste on paid ads because you can't get organic traffic, because your website's slow, because people don't like your website. When you are on a website host like Kinsta, there's other ones, I use Kinsta. If you're on a website host like Kinsta that uses the Google Cloud Platform or one that uses Amazon Web Services or another cloud platform, you've got the chance to never miss out on that viral growth. You've got the chance to make sure that when things go well, you're prepared for it. The most consistently I've seen entrepreneurs are not prepared for things to go well. Things go well for me now because I'm prepared for them to go well. I can take 100 million visitors in my website in one day. The bill might be $100,000 for that. I am ready for it though. My business is ready for a bunch of people to want something from me all at once. I've got my system set up to handle things going really well. If you want to rank higher, good website hosting helps. Great website hosting gives you great results. So if you'd like to use the same website hosting I do, will you please drop by that resources page, click on that link, the website hosting link, directly when you sign up, and then immediately sign up after that, because then whenever you get your website hosting, I'm very grateful I earn a commission on that. Kinsta did not have an affiliate program for the first year or so I was with them, and I signed up anyway because I wanted the best website hosting, and now I'm grateful they've added an affiliate program. So you can see that you have the opportunity to help me, and at the same time my primary motivation is to get you on the best type of web hosting rather than to get you on my particular web host. So thank you for getting all the way through this. I love you, I appreciate you, and I hope this is useful for you. I hope this saves you the thousands of dollars and hours I wasted with less effective solutions.